Like almost every.
God, I get chills listening to that. I love it.
Bro, that was not so short. What did I miss? Did you change it?
I had to take out the AC/DC song. I didn't. Savage switched it up for me.
I'm not
you
even
got
that dream thing.
yeah,
that we started.
copyrighted, bro.
Yeah, I got copyright shit.
I thought we got the whole Hell's Bells thing going on.
That's
Anyway,
shout out to Savage from the cage match though for making that for me. I appreciate it.
yeah. Welcome everybody to another Wednesday of the Raider Connection. It is myself, your boy Cheeto Lattes, my boy Jeff, New England Raider, LV Raider 10, our boy Nate, our boy Jay Raider. Just win,
baby. God damn it. Jesus Christ, see this.
I'll get it right one day.
Everybody gets wrong.
And then our boy, our special guest today,
Yes, sir.
Yes,
the
sir.
ultimate Raider fan in the building, y'all.
Cheers.
Nice to share the screen with you again, Turf. It's been a while.
Absolutely.
Likewise.
Ditto, man. Ditto. Absolutely, guys.
You've done it before?
Appreciate the invite.
Oh man, appreciate you, big dog. Trust me. You got these guys started on the whole Friday Night Live thing. They will not let it go now. Every Friday.
Yeah. Friday now. We doing the damn thing.
Hell yeah. I love
Yeah, I was
it.
like-
I love it.
That was Turf's creation. That was Turf's baby.
That was Turf's creation. We
I
honor
told you,
him.
I'm just
We miss you every episode, bro. Like it's not the same.
yeah.
I
That's
appreciate
why I
it,
say I'm
man.
just keeping the seat warm for you until you're back to your
Yeah.
normal routine. That's all.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
we know you got to do your thing. You know, you got to do the Big Tent Dad thing. Let's
Yes,
go
sir.
do your thing, bro. I see you and your
Just
little
help
girl, though. Congrats, man. That's
Thank
got to
you.
be
Yeah, that's
amazing.
awesome, dude.
Appreciate it. Yeah,
Yep.
we'll be up in DC this weekend. We got University of Maryland,
nice.
Michigan, Illinois, and ourselves in a big battle. Saturday night, 6 p.m. Big Ten Network.
Nice,
Big
nice.
Ten
That's
Network.
cool, bro.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome. That is awesome. And of course, thank you all for joining. Chat Lives Matter. Welcome to our boy Silver Smoke. What's going on, Silver Smoke? Welcome, Robert Bania. As always, thank you for tuning in, big dog. Mark, hello, hi to all. How you doing, bro?
What's up?
My dog, Chris, protect the shield in the house. Salute my dogs. Hit that like button.
Salute, my boy. Yep.
Hit that like button and make sure you subscribe to all channels, everybody. Make sure you
Yes,
subscribe
sir.
to all of
Smash
Yeah.
that subscribe button. 100%.
Smash that button, bro. Smash that button like it's a burger, man. Smash that shit. Mhm. Yeah, Nathan Chavez, I love you guys. We love you too, Nathan. Much love, much love. Our boy Arnie. What's going on, Arnie? What's going on, big dog? I know you got the questions lined up, bro. Don't worry. We'll get to them eventually.
Oh, yeah.
We always got it. We always got it. But yeah, I wish I would have had more time. Because I don't know if y'all watch or listen to Locked On Q today. Because you know how
I did a little bit.
You know how Carol had a little media session yesterday?
Yes.
Well, today, that same day, he had a separate one with just the Raider media people, like an extra 15 minutes that he put on his show. And there was some cool shit that he said on there that would have been cool to talk about today. I'll find it right now while we're talking. But,
Okay.
yeah, Tanner Jack, what's going on, brother? What's going on? Acres of Movies, welcome, brother. Hello and thanks.
What's up?
Say hello. What is your Mount Rushmore Raider catch and go? We'll get to that one for sure. Mm-hmm. And then Lawrence Davila, what's going on? What's going on?
What's up? What's up?
Turf, how you been, man? We ain't heard from you in a minute, big dog.
I'm great, man. I'm excited, man. This off season is going to be different, and I'm excited for it, but for different reasons. As y'all know, I'm still from the Show Me State, but I think this off season for content creation is going to be a game changer. I really do. I think the cream will rise to the crop as far as the takes that people take and have, and you know, we will definitely be able to see how things end and what people's predictions were, right, and their opinions as far as the people that get selected in the draft how well they do. I hear a lot of people probably would consider me to be crazy if I said that GNT might not even be in the top 5 as far as rookie running backs and statistics at the end of this year. So,
what were you, GNT, not top 5?
I don't even. For one, he's going to go to a sorry team, right? You have just it might even be a couple of undrafted free agents that have better stats than him that go to teams that they had no business being able to go to, but because they're undrafted.
Where's your butt? Hit it for yourself right now. You on it already.
Oh, I'm already all the way on it. Yeah, I want the kid from Ohio State. I want
Henderson.
I want that kid.
Henderson?
I want Henderson.
Henderson,
I want
okay.
the home run hitter. I want Henderson.
All right.
Yeah, that's who I want.
It's crazy you're talking about Genty because I listen to a lot of different people, and some people have him rated as the best player in the draft, but it's just because he's a running back, he's going to get picked later, right? Kind of like Bowers last year. Bowers was considered the 3rd best player in the draft, but he went to us in the teens. But yeah, man, that's crazy if you think an undrafted free is going to have a better year than him.
Think about it. Think about what team is going to get that running back that they never should have had even a chance of getting. But there's just a plethora of them this draft, and so many.
So
just be sitting there waiting. It's absurd how many running backs there are in this draft. I'm just letting y'all know. I cannot wait to do this.
And you're a running back too, so it makes sense. Yeah.
Oh man, there's like 15 of them that all run 4.3s.
So what does that mean for what you call it?
Who's that?
What you call it? McCormick. Does that mean he's done? You're going to have so many coming in. Does that mean bye-bye? Or? I'm
not sure. What I would love to see, this is my perfect storm. We have Abdullah back for the experience and just sure security.
What is your obsession with Abdullah?
My obsession with Abdullah is that he's the only veteran that you can count on. He's the only 100-yard running back we had last year. He can play in all 3 phases of the game that you need him, and he's reliable as all.
So he's hard poop instead of mushy poop.
I don't think he's poop at all. I mean, y'all can play on that man's name.
He's the only running back I want to bring back.
Our running back room was trash, bro. Trash.
That's because the ones that should have been playing wasn't. Our running back room was trash because
even the ones that played were just mid at best.
I don't agree. I think Sincere McCormick made a name for himself. I think it's very obvious he made a name for himself. He just got injured, and obviously, Abdullah was the best running back we had.
I want to hear your take when we start talking about Hobbs. We bring up injuries because if you don't hold it against McCormick, you can't hold it against Hobbs.
What do you mean?
Yeah, like he keeps getting injured things. So wouldn't that be a reason?
Well, I mean, hey, the truth is, even with y'all boy JB, when did he play a full season?
This past season, right?
Jacorian Bennett did not play a full season.
No.
The
majority of it though. He missed like what 2?
No, it was not. No, it was not majority. It was way more than 2 games.
Where's the stat? Baby?
I know you do, right? And again, that's what I'm saying. We already crowned him. I already brought myself to the front of the congregation for calling him out. But hey, let's be realistic. How can you call consistency in a year? There's no such thing. You need a multiple amount of years.
Do you hear yourself? So then, how does McCormick make a name for himself of 2 games?
Because he looked a whole lot better than the entire running back room that we had. And everyone was like, well, why hasn't he been playing? Am I wrong?
Well, what do you guys think? Would you say he made a name for himself based on 2 games?
He is definitely somebody that we need to take a look at further.
I mean, he got better.
I'm going to say that.
His 3 games progressed, but I'm still, 3rd year, and he's still not the starter, basically. So, I mean, he was the starter by default when he got put in there.
Mm-hmm.
Did he produce?
I think right now, the only guy I'd want to bring back from this running back room would be Abdullah, and that's only because of his veteran presence and can teach some of these rookies. That's why I feel that. And I agree with Turf on Genty. I don't think he's going to be anywhere near as good as people think he's going to be. I really don't. I don't see it.
You guys are talking about him like.
Look, so everybody got on me about
what?
FCS and Lauby and it doesn't matter. You are right. I'm just telling you,
Oh no,
same
I don't think
situation-
these guys know about that. Yeah.
The same thing is valid for Gianti. He played in the Mountain West, guys. Come on, man. I'm sorry. I just the Mountain West is the equivalent to the FCS, if you ask me.
Where did Sincere play?
Huh?
Where did Sincere play?
Sincere played in the ACC, I think. It was
They just got to the ACC. didn't they?
UTSA.
Yeah.
He played for UT San Antonio. It might have been the Sun Belt too.
I was gonna say, yeah, I don't think it was ACC.
Might have been the Sun Belt. I honestly don't know. This was
Yeah.
7 years ago or 6 years ago, something like that. But
Been here that long?
yeah,
He's been
but
here for a while.
it's still D1. It's not, and it's a better conference than the Mountain West. I can assure you of that. That the Mountain West is probably one of the worst divisions, right, in D1 football.
Didn't the Mountain West team make the playoff?
Yeah, and got smashed.
Yeah, but
I mean, and it was to be expected. That's why you're going to see drastic changes next year for teams. You know, they had no business even getting a bye, in my opinion. They should have been.
Well, yeah, that's
off the rip.
That's the format's fault, to be honest. I think it should be one through however many.
Correct.
It should be that way, but yeah.
They're gonna make that change.
Yeah. I think it would make for better football games because Ohio State's side of the bracket was fucking insane compared to the other games.
Correct.
And they're the ones that ran the table.
Ran the table.
Yep.
The two teams that are in the championships were the ones without the bye. Go figure.
Bingo. Bingo. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I hate when people start crowning conferences based on the conference.
Right.
I didn't see no SEC team in the championship.
Right.
You know? Like,
No,
yeah.
I agree. It is valid though to discuss the strength of a schedule and the people.
True. But when you
It
include
means
teams like Waco State in your schedule because you're in the SEC, like, come on now.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah.
Hey, just
But man,
Have-
Kurt, I
have-
think we've had a chance to ask you how you feel about our coaching and our GM and all that stuff because you've been gone for a minute. What
I
happened?
don't know.
What happened?
So, Char, we haven't got a chance to ask you about the GM and the coach. How you
Oh,
feel.
my bad. I thought you said that to somebody else. I was
No, man, you, bro.
That's with your X-ray a little bit, bro.
I'm echoing?
It's probably the echo. Yeah.
Yeah. As far as the new GM and so forth, I'm not upset by any means, and I'm not like over the moon at the same time, because yet again we have another rookie, right? Let's be real, and that's why Turf is the show me state.
Another
And I'm
rookie.
starting to bring people back down to reality.
GM.
Spytech is a rookie GM.
Oh, okay.
He's never been a real GM. He was the assistant GM, right? Shout out to Peggy Holmes. She's the one that will make sure you remind yourself of that, because be prepared for more rookie mistakes, right? I'm not against it. I'm not mad at it. I think it's a great fit. Tom's got his guy. People instantly, revert back to, well, look at what he did in Tampa Bay. But what did he do? He played assistant. The GM is the one that made those final decisions. So we really don't know. He's a rookie. So
That's so
it's going to
funny.
be interesting.
People got mad that we lost Champ, but he was just an assistant.
Correct.
Yeah, but they were so mad we lost Champ, though.
Well, and that's because he was in tune with the team and what the team needed. So you can't really kind of say he's just the assistant, because think about it. He is actually the one that more than likely is on the road, more than likely is the one doing the dirty work, right? And working with the scouts, right? Way more closer to the scouts than the GM. The GM is just sitting up top saying, all right, I'm going to look at who I want to look at, and then I'll take all of your guys' advice and information based on your job, and I'll make the final decision moving forward. So that's
So then
the way
when Spytek
management
did the
should
same
work.
for Tampa Bay?
He was an assistant. That's what I'm saying. Yes, he was close to the talent, absolutely 100%. But he didn't make final say. How do we know that he was the one that wanted exactly what the GM picked? Right. See, that's the beauty of not knowing when you don't have chain of command. It makes gray areas and nobody knows anything, right? We don't know what Tom Telesco had power with. I mean, now we may know.
We're still arguing who picked Max.
Exactly. And now we can start to say to ourselves, it clearly makes more sense that, we were in this situation of getting no free agents because of Tom Telesco not moving on it, right? It wasn't assistant GM, it wasn't AP, right? It wasn't anyone else. It was Tom that didn't get his hands dirty in free agency. So
I don't even know what AP did anymore at this point.
Honestly.
bingo, and that's where it hurts to not have proper chain in command. Because you don't
I
have
don't know
a
what he
single-
did. I don't
you
know what
have
the
a single
fuck,
neck to ring.
Marvin
You know what
Lewis. I don't know what Marvin Lewis did.
None of them. I agree.
Oh man, that's crazy. Oh dude. No, I feel you. I agree with you. I am a little more open. I become a Pete Carroll fan, I guess. I told Nate.
Oh, I'm definitely a Pete Carroll fan.
Yeah.
Sure, 100%.
If the previous players that have already rallied around him, doesn't tell you enough as it is.
Right.
I don't know
The
what
fact that
else it is.
Marshawn was there when he got fucking introduced speaks volumes to me, bro. That's
I heard we
awesome.
got Tim Brown on the coaching staff in some type of a role moving forward. Yeah, he's like some kind of wide receiver, something.
Really?
Maybe it was,
No.
That's what I read. I read somewhere he's
going to
got a
Napa,
role
sure,
on the
Nate.
team.
I gotta go see Tim Brown, bro.
He's got a role on the team, man.
That's royalty for me, bro. That's Notre Dame Raider right there.
Absolutely.
I would die, bro. Y'all think I fanboyed over other players?
And the cool thing about Tim Brown, man, he's down to earth. I mean, this is
really
what
is.
I'll tell you. This is what I'll tell you. Don't have a drink in your hand. Don't have any alcohol in your hand. And I promise you, not only will he talk to you, he'll take pictures all day, but he's got a zero tolerance when it comes to alcohol. No foolishness whatsoever.
You hear that, Nate?
Yeah, let me fuck around, Nate.
Got a beer, put it
Well,
down,
no, bro.
holler at him. Otherwise, get prepared for the stiff arm. He does not do alcohol, and obviously understood. Yeah,
Arnie pointed out McCormick has been hurt more than he's been in.
but that's every player, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. Y'all keep saying that. We're gonna say that about everybody almost. There's
I
very
wouldn't say-
few players.
Was Bowers more hurt than he was in?
No. I said there are very few players. There are
I
few
would say
players.
every player. Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean every player, but yeah.
I bet you there's more players than not that miss games.
Can you imagine Stafford, Sanders, undrafted? So fuck it. We'll get to that one first. Did you put it in there? Jeff? Yeah, there you did. All right. So the latest rumor, latest to some, while others knew before. And to say that. Does that work? I can say that?
Absolutely.
Okay. Tom Brady and Matthew Stafford.
The other two have no clue.
I know, I'll tell them. Yeah. Matthew Stafford and Tom Brady have been meeting, So that's the latest talk in the combine. It hasn't even been the fucking players. It's been Matthew Stafford. And for a reason, right? Not just even for the Raiders, because I think wherever he goes impacts the draft.
The dominoes fall.
Whether it's us,
Absolutely.
whether it's
Spot
Cleveland,
on,
whether
Leo.
it's
Yeah.
New York.
100%.
It's
Yeah.
huge.
Yep.
It's huge. It changes the landscape of the draft. 100%.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So how you feeling about that, Jay? Jeff?
Well, man,
It would be a crazy ass move if they actually pull the trigger on Stafford. There's so many reasons why you should. There's a couple of reasons why you shouldn't, but I think the good outweighs the bad. I mean, you're getting a blue chip player here, you're getting a blue chip quarterback, and since we are on a win now mentality, this is probably the best route that we can go for. The price tag is steep. A lot of us has that sticker shock. A lot of us probably wouldn't pay it normally, but there's a couple things to this. One, mind you, cap is being raised this year. So we're going to get some extra monies on top of what we have now. We're going to be able to afford to go ahead and pay up. Two, we might have to give up a draft pick, but again, that might be something that Spytek and the Rams GM can go ahead and work out. Not necessarily might you have to trade ones. You can always negotiate to next year's first, a third. We have that extra third that we got from the Jets. That's something that we can go ahead and give away too. And it's not a lower third. I think it's probably like a mid third round at that as well. And then we get Matthew Stafford. We can probably negotiate a little bit down from that 50 million price tag to about 45, 48. Throw in that state incentive that state of Nevada doesn't charge a tax. Still got to pay the federal.
The new income tax Nevada.
Yeah, you guys still got to pay the federal. You still got to pay Uncle Sam, but you don't have to pay the state, which you keep more money in your pocket. So, I don't know about 40 million, but probably you're looking at anywhere about 45, 48.
We'll get to the price tag thing in a little bit.
Right, exactly. But
yeah,
this would obviously, if we do decide, let's say LA does want to go ahead and trade first, that's still not a bad position from us. Obviously, this is a commitment. We're having from 2 to 3 years. We're still able to go ahead and pick up somebody key in the late first.
right.
So I still think this is a win situation.
Okay.
But that price tag, man, that price tag gets
So the only thing that bothers you about the whole thing is the price tag.
the price tag. But I
Okay.
mean,
We'll
we're
get to
paying premium. We're paying premium for maybe almost. I think for sure if we could say if we
You're
get-
buying a movie in the store and not in the alleys in LA.
Yeah, I'm not going to the alleys. I'm going into Louis Vuitton directly.
The alleys.
I'm going into the Rolls Royce dealership, not into Honda Accords.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't say Kia. I would have been offended for a second, but okay.
Yeah, bro.
What about you, Nathan? I saw you shaking your head.
Yeah, it is absolutely not going to take a first. Absolutely not. And I would not even consider trading or moving on firsts at all for Matthew Stafford. It's going to take out the most the third. I mean, if we had a lower second, they probably ask for that, but it's going to take probably our first third round pick. And I'm super cool with that because, like Jay said, we have another third round pick. And as far as the money, I've seen up to he's looking for 15 mil. And me and Tiff were on Rundown show on Monday, and Rundown kind of put it this way: Do you think Matt Stafford is a top 12 quarterback in the league? And because what he is asking for is top 12 quarterback money, and we went through it, and obviously at first I was a little skeptical to say he was because I hate the Rams and I hate to give them any kind of credit at all. So I was like, no, and then we were running down the names. And Turf brought it up the list, and yeah, he is right there, dude. He is 12th, and I can totally. I would be able to, part ways with 50 mil for a year or for multiple years for Matt Stafford. I think he would be the highest bridge option that we have, probably the absolute best bridge option if we are still looking at getting someone later in the draft. I don't think we. At that point, if we do get a Matt Stafford, we don't pick anybody like a Dart or someone higher in the draft that's being projected that way. We go somewhere like later. I don't know. Pick your name, whoever's going to be later in the draft. But
Will Howard or a Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah, exactly.
Howard. You can still probably get Dart too.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't think I would spend my second round pick to go get Dart. I'd rather build a team a little bit better around Matthew Stafford. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You love Dart as much as Jeff loves Sanders.
I know, bro. You do. Oh my god. What's the matter with you, Nick?
I'm just trying to make the smartest decision. That's the smartest thing for me. It would be to build around that, and then you can still go get a later guy who I know a lot of people are saying, Will Howard with the relationship with Chip Kelly in the past year, that you can go get that guy and have him learn under Matt Stafford. I love that idea, honestly. So I don't think it's going to take first. I think it's going to take a third. Yeah, I'm willing to give up the money, and I'm saying let's do this yesterday. Honestly, I like it a lot.
Jeff, you was all up in our chat yesterday about this. So now I want to hear you directly.
About what? What did I say
about
last
Stafford?
night?
Yeah.
What was I saying?
Huh? I can't remember if you were saying "fuck that, let's go sign Brady" or if that was in our chat or
Oh no, that was just bullshit. I was just trying to light a fire. That's all that was. That was just me having fun.
Yeah. Now, how you feeling about Stafford?
I'm gonna fuck around with him.
Yeah.
My 100% feeling on this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all on board. I'm on
Yeah?
board with bringing Stafford in. Yeah, 100%. I'll even go so far as if we can move that draft pick to the later third round pick and possibly
Yeah.
trade a player to him, and that player being AOC 12, see if the Rams would take him.
I know some people last
I
night
feel
were
like
saying
they
Mayer,
might, honestly.
or Mayer, right?
They may, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
You know,
shit,
I mean, it's
there's-
worth a shot.
Right.
You know, as long as we're under the understanding that what we're going to do at number 6 is not wasted on a quarterback, then
We're not there
Yeah,
yet, bro. We're talking about Stafford.
I know that, but that's what I'm getting at, though. So if we get Stafford, then that means we need to make sure that we solidify that offensive line because you got to protect him. Because if he gets a sniff of getting hit, we're going to be in trouble. You
Well,
know,
that's
so
what I
we
wanted
gotta-
to bring up the Q thing. Did you hear what Pete said about our O-line? He's happy with it.
We still need we need one more piece at least. We need
Yeah,
at
I
least
think
one
we need at least
one
two.
good free agent guy.
Yeah.
I honestly think these guys are just playing the cards very close to their chest and just
Right.
kind of
That has a
getting
lot to do with it.
information
You don't want
to
to show
everybody.
too much
sure.
now because then
Yeah,
people
they're
will
not
step
showing their
in
cards
with
for
it.
nothing. They're probably
Yeah,
just throwing
yeah.
you misinformation.
That's
But getting
true.
back to Stafford, I am 100%. I'm bringing him in, even for the amount of money that he's looking for.
Damn!
I'd rather invest the time and the effort into it because you got to remember we're not in a win in the next 3 years. We're in a win now situation because Pete
Yeah.
Carroll's here for a limited time frame. And if
Mhm.
you want him to build this team right to win and win faster, then you need to let him cook. Let him do it the way he wants to do it, not the way that the fans want, not the way that the owners think it should be done. Let the guy that's got to go out there and be on the hook for this, that if something
Yeah,
goes
definitely
wrong,
don't
he's the
stand
first
for
one to go. So let him give him the rope, let him
Mhm.
take it to where he needs to go to get us going in the right direction. So if it means
He
bringing
said throwing
Stafford,
Andre
Stafford
James
is the
over.
most viable of free agent, not free agent, either free agent or trade option that is within our budget and within our logical move
Yeah.
to take in this case. There's not a free agent out there that I want, not a single one. He's the only one that I would want would be Stafford. He's
No.
experienced. He's won Super Bowl. He's won a Super Bowl. He's been to more than one. This is the guy. I'm sorry. If we're gonna bring in a quarterback, it's gonna be him. Other than that, then you better take your chances with AOC 12 and draft a rookie.
Ugh.
Plain and
Nice.
simple. That's your options. Because I wouldn't want to spend a penny on any of these other guys. Absolutely not.
Fucking said Riley Leonard. This is why fans shouldn't choose.
Yeah.
What about you, Turf? What about you, Big Dog? How you feeling on Stafford? The news
that
was
man
broken.
is money.
Woo!
For all my poker, fans out there,
Yeah.
the movie rounders, pay
Yeah.
that man his money, bro.
Right.
I'll pay him. I'll give him whatever money he wants. Really, seriously, 50, 55. I'll pay him the money. What I'm not doing, which I think is ludicrous, just because of the talent in this draft, is I'm not giving up a third, not even the first or the second of those.
So for you, would be a fourth.
at best, at
Okay.
absolute
Fourth
best.
round in AOC 12.
At absolute best. And what's going to hurt a lot of other people's feelings here, I think, right? Because
And McCormick.
I don't know if people understands, but when that deal happens, if it happens, when that deal happens, right, we're still going to get a quarterback at number 6, and he is going to. I'm just telling you right now. I am going to stick to this. I am going to stick to this until the draft. But I'm letting you know right now, at number 6, regardless of what we do in the offseason, we are absolutely picking a quarterback. And
Even
he'll
if the
sit.
top 2 guys are gone?
And he'll sit. Well,
Wait. Okay, wait.
that is a good caveat. That is a good caveat.
Okay, wait.
The caveat is Shador. I'm just going to be right, just be very transparent, very blunt, very straightforward. If Shador is there at 6, we're taking him. If Shador is there at 6, we're taking them, and they will be ecstatic if he falls there at 6, along with getting Matthew Stafford, because now your future at the centerpiece of your team is set for a decade or so.
Right.
So that's my take.
Oh, God.
You're giving Jeff a stroke now.
I know, and I've already talked to him about it. He knew it was coming.
You made me smile, Turf. I'm with you, bro. I love that plan.
But that's exactly what's going to happen. It's exactly what's going to happen.
Mhm.
Turf and I were in the studio together about 2 hours ago, and we were talking for a little bit. And
Yeah.
he said it to me, and I was like, "Oh."
Almost made it.
That's why I knew it was coming on the show. So I'm like, as soon as he started talking about it here, I'm like, oh no.
So you already thought I didn't see this coming. I love
Pay
it.
that man his money though, man.
I
I'll
love
give
this.
Matthew Stafford whatever he
I
wants.
love the Rounders
That could
reference
be
because I
there.
love that movie. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one
So
of my all-time
I just
favorite
gotta-
movies.
I gotta ask this then. We're all 5 of us here are on board with bringing Stafford in, correct? Raise your
Correct.
hands if
Yes.
you're in.
Yeah.
Right, sir.
I'm all
Yeah,
the way,
yeah.
100%.
So finally, we all agree on at least one thing, right? Good.
No shit up.
And for the record, I was Matthew Stafford from day one, well before the end of the season. We got tape from in season where I was saying Stafford is my dream bridge quarterback. Not only just quarterback, my dream bridge quarterback. So Turf will be over the moon
Now,
if we get Matthew Stafford.
Nate, you here in LA and I'm here in LA too. So
Mhm.
obviously we watch Raider shit, so we hear Raider side shit, right? So I pay attention, to the LA shit because we're in LA.
Yeah.
A lot of it is smoke, so Stafford and them can figure out what his value is
Right.
based on what the teams are giving him.
That's still the smoke.
Once that's settled, the Rams are going to keep him because they're a perfect fit. Matthew's going to want to stay here because his family's here. They're a perfect fit. So,
Mhm.
I mean, as much as I would get it, I get it, Turf. That would be a dream for me too. But I still think there is that other side that maybe it won't happen. You know what I mean? Yeah, that it will be used as leverage. Yeah.
Oh,
I think
100%.
that works out too.
We are 100% being used, and rightfully so. Everybody is. That's everybody in this process. That's the way to go about it.
Right. I think that's what Lamar did that one year, right? When the gentleman goes through
100%.
the trade.
And that's how he got his money. Yes,
how he
you're
got his
absolutely
money.
right.
Yeah. He has if you give him 4 years, 250 per year, the 100 guarantee, 75 signing bonus. Good Lord.
No, that comes out of the owner. So
Base salary, I know that, is about 2.5 roster, 10. The cap hit of 32 for 2 years, dead 1 year. My only thing with the 4 years, I don't think they give him a 4. I think it's more of a 2 or 3 year.
I'd say 3
Yeah,
max.
2 to
It's
3
3
years.
max.
he'll be here as
More
long as
talent's
Pete
ready.
Carroll's here.
Yeah.
Hey, can we stop killing off Carroll after 3? We all keep saying he's only gonna be here 3 years.
I don't think
Well,
that.
I mean, it's guaranteed.
It's here for a certain amount of time, bro.
Like, can
I'm
we
not
let
killing
the
him
man
off.
give the man some positive energy?
No. I'm not killing him off. I just know that he's 3 years guaranteed here.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
Fourth
He
year's a
says
team
he doesn't
option.
have a lot of time left. I'm like, okay.
No,
bro.
and that's why I'm
Yeah, we
saying
don't have a
that
lot of
the
time left to fuck around. We gotta do it now.
the moment is now because of his age and the term of his contract. That's why. It's not like he can build this team to be ready in 5 years. He's only here for 3 right now,
right. Dixon
possibly 4.
retired coaches
You know,
every
so
year.
Yeah.
he's got to set this team up to hit the playoff mark this year at least, and then potentially in 2026 season. Now we're talking about being serious contenders for the number one finish here. Pulling this off and walking off with a fucking Lombardi.
But can you imagine how that changes us as a team in this division alone? Like
my
now
God,
we
yeah.
went from like a rookie coach. Now we have Pete Carroll, Harbaugh's kryptonite, right? If you would,
Yeah.
right. And then we went from having a shitty quarterback room to we have one of the NFL's best quarterbacks in Matthew Stafford. Like that's a big fucking difference.
Huge game changer.
Mhm.
Huge
Yeah.
game changer.
Huge game changer, bro. Yeah.
Oh yeah. All that money is being back from Vegas. I mean, you got Spytek and Carroll literally being aggressive because time is as of an essence. They cannot wait. I mean, what if we get Stafford? Literally, we see what this guy can do. He came off on a shitty season, the beginning of their season last year, to literally going into that second round of
Second
the
half.
divisional. Yeah, and so that's what Matthew Stafford brings. Super Bowl champion. He's been there, won it. We're getting that. We're getting that instant experience right there and there.
That's what we need to win.
Overnight. That's the other big huge point for you guys that actually think we have. So just for the record, Turf does not think we will be consistently good for at least 2 years. But for all you people that still have that, optimistic belief.
So grabbing Matthew Stafford, how many ones does that put us at, sir?
That's what I'm saying.
Winning,
I think we get 8 to 8.
I'll be cool with that. I would be cool with that.
I would be cool with that, or even less. All I'm saying is for the people that have that optimism that hey, we can have one of those Cinderella seasons. All I'm
Oh, I'm
saying
not
is,
expecting that.
all I'm saying is, Matthew Stafford is the one to do it. He did it with the Rams,
Yeah.
right? They drafted. They traded for him and they won it immediately, effectively. So
Even last year when most of the team was hurt, once they finally all got together.
it wasn't his fault they lost this year. That's for
Bro,
sure.
he damn near
No,
beat Philly.
at all.
Very, very close. Very, very close.
In the
In
snow.
the snow.
Wasn't his fault at
Yeah.
all. So
Yeah, man.
I'm ready for Matthew.
I counted them totally out in that game. I didn't even think they were going to be that close.
Really? I kept telling
Yeah.
John and them that
Just
week,
because of the snow factor.
don't discount the Rams, bro. Stafford's a dog.
I said it too. I said the
Oh,
Rams are a sneaky finish this season in the playoffs for sure.
There are
Yeah.
very few SEC quarterbacks that I've ever really liked and believed in. Stafford's one of them.
100%.
From his days at Georgia, I was like, bro, this kid can sling it.
And the other beautiful thing about him is he's had enough different, offensive coordinators and different style of offenses. He'll easily be able to adapt to Kelly's deal. I mean, that's the other thing that is you have to understand the offensive coordinator needs something that he would consider workable. And Matthew Stafford, it should be a dream for any OC.
Yeah. So then this would be the next part, and I guess some of you already answered it, but if Stafford is our quarterback, because free agency comes first, right? Who we draft at number 6? Turk said we're still getting a quarterback if Shador is there. With that,
If Shador is there,
If
keyword. If. But if
Well,
not,
why do you think Shador? Why do you
not
think Shador?
I think Shador because I think Tom Brady wants Shador. I'm almost scared to the point that Tom might do something foolish as a rookie and trade up to get him because that's how much he believes in Shador because it's him that's doing the teaching. When you're too close sometimes, right, you make foolish decisions. And he's a rookie. See, that's what I'm saying. Everybody, Tom's a rookie, Spytek's a rookie. Just saying. I mean, I'm hoping the optimism, is there and it works, but I'm from the shooting state.
Tom is the rookiest of them all, though. Too, you got to remember.
Oh yeah, he is.
He's been an
He is
assistant
taking
and
Spytek's lead. He just got his blanket.
Yeah.
Tom just got his blanket. That's what
They're the
that's
college buddies, right?
correct.
Yeah, because the GOAT had a Michigan jersey at the dinner. And we're like, why the fuck would you bring a Michigan jersey?
Right. And then
And he was hoping Spytek would show up so he could sign it. I was like, oh shit.
as the assistant GM, bro, you do all the dirty work. You just do. So, and that's what Tom loved about him, right? Because he's getting Tom the guys he needs.
Yeah. Well, he did in Tampa. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Who wants to go next? We know Turf wants to go with Sanders. Who wants to go next? What do we do at number 6 if we get Stafford?
If Graham's there, we're taking him.
Okay.
I could see that.
All right. I like that. I would not be mad
And
at
if,
that.
and
No.
if for some reason if Graham's not there, then we take that in. My other thing is this is where you would take that kid from LSU, the offensive tackle.
Oh, what's his name?
Will Campbell?
Campbell.
Yeah.
Campbell there, yeah.
I would not be mad at
A
that.
little higher, though.
This is where that would become extremely helpful.
Thank
And
you.
in all honesty, I would put him on the left side and move Colton to the right.
It's time to trade Cole.
He could play goal.
Well,
He could play guard. He's projected to play guard,
right? Because you got Glaze on the other side.
I don't know. I had said trade Colton before, but I'm willing to stick it out with him until the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, first of all, he's playing left side. His left shoulder is the problem. That's his outside shoulder. So when he comes off the snap, he's having to extend to the left because if the end's trying to come around him on the outside, that's his weak point. And there's no one else on the side to help him 90% of the time. If you put him on the right-hand side, his right side is going to be his strongest side. Plus, he's got a guard next to him on his left, his weakest side right now because of his shoulder issue. Again, you don't know how he's going to be next year. Hopefully, he'll be 100% and good to go. But having a guard next to him to offset that would be a better option than having his left side completely wide open.
Makes sense.
Playing left. He can move to right.
I did hear though too what people have been saying, what Nate said, that you could play him at guard also.
Yeah, he's projected to be a guard in the NFL, not a tackle.
Oh wow.
You could do that too. Put him at guard between JPJ and Colton Miller, and super solidify that left side.
Woo!
where You won't have to worry about
Talk about
shit
strong
coming in on the
side.
left side, hopefully. Yeah.
Crazy.
Wow,
And then
bro.
you just got to figure out what you're doing on the right hand side. Now the right hand
Right.
side, that's where you could bring in
I think Nathan could run
free
behind those.
agent at that point. That's where you bring in a free agent guard, and you
Yeah.
can weed out some of the deadwood offensive linemen we have, and keep the ones you really want to keep for depth and for
Right,
injury
right.
purposes. You know,
And it would not be a Raider Connection show without our boy Jack Tanner.
Hey,
Yeah.
Old
Jack in there.
Appreciate
Oh, for real.
Yes, sir.
Never lets me down. Always reminds us. Never forget the 1980 wild card, first wild card, right? Raiders versus Philly.
Jack is forever stuck in the
idea,
past.
Jeff. Yeah, I like that idea.
Well, you know what though, the show's not complete until Jack mentions Otto. So until that,
Hey,
That's true.
We'll get
That's
there.
Well,
right.
soon, very soon, very soon.
still early.
Yeah.
We're only 40 minutes in.
That's never.
What about you, Nate or Jay? What do we do at number 6?
Go ahead, Jay.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm like, go ahead, bro. But no, at 6, if Shador's there, they're gonna get him. But
Ooh.
let's say, for example, let's say they make that trade and LA wants to swap first.
Oh, we don't do a trade.
I would say get him Emeka from Ohio State. If we do the scenario where we trade for Stafford and we give him a 4th, and we're still at 6, I would say if both quarterbacks are gone, I'd say Graham, and then not Will Campbell. I do like that. I was telling these guys,
Interior
Will
either
Campbell-
way, either inside
Yeah.
lineman or inside D line. Yeah.
Yeah, I was telling these guys earlier that Mason Graham is since we're from Cali.
Survive.
He's a local guy. He's a local
Yeah.
guy from Anaheim. So it'll be
I
great.
think even people from Texas know about Survive.
I'm disappointed that I didn't know that, honestly.
I didn't know that till earlier today. I saw the interview with him on Pro Football Network.
okay.
I was like, okay, cool. I'm like, they were
Mhm.
talking about where he comes from. So I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. What about you, Penny Pinch and Nate?
Yeah.
well,
I don't think that. I think both of the top quarterbacks are going to be off the board. So that's why, in my mind, I kind of just not even thinking that way as far as quarterback. But I do
Right.
agree that if Sanders is there, that the Raiders will take him. That's not because I want him. That's just what I think is going to happen.
I'm going
But
to clip that out, right? And put it in a video.
yeah, I know. Yeah, we're gonna go back and forth all day when I bring up Jackson Dart again. But to me, at 6, like if you're not in love with any of the guys that are projected to go at 6, like I know we talk about Mason Graham, but like I really like what Silver Smoke said in the chat right here. You can trade back from 6. I like a mid-round pick and pick up another draft pick and pick up a guy like T-Mac has been falling a lot recently. I really like T-Mac. That solidifies your wide receiver 1.
T-Mac is falling.
Yeah, I don't know why, but he's been falling a lot recently. And
Yeah.
if we can get him in the mid-first round, like a steal like Brock Bowers, and solidify that wide receiver 1 who we are trying to look for still as well.
Yeah.
I like that a lot, as well as pick up another pick in a very solid draft like we've all been saying as well. I like that idea. But at 6, I think the choice would probably be Graham, or I like Will Johnson as well.
Yeah, Will Johnson was another one we talked about, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Damn. That's crazy. I know Silver Smoke mentioned earlier we don't need to take Graham. We have defensive line depth.
Mhm.
But I think you cannot compare it. When you add Graham, it changes that even more. It makes it better.
It's
You know
tough
what I
to
mean?
pass up on that talent. It really is.
Exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That would have been like us passing up on Brock because we already had Mayer, and who was the other tight end we had? The guy from Cleveland.
Oh, what's his
Bryant?
name?
Harrison
Yes,
Bryant?
Harrison
Yeah.
Bryant. Yep,
Yeah,
Harrison
right?
Bryant.
Like we have tight end depth. We don't need one. Right?
Right.
There it is.
There it is.
Man, Titans Browns.
Oh man, yeah.
Hey, T-Mac could be dropping due to his speed.
I can see that. I can see that.
He's gonna run 40, isn't he?
I don't think it's gonna help him because I don't think he's gonna do good enough for it to, you know what I mean? I think it's only
with
gonna
him,
drop
it's more size than his speed.
I agree, but that's why he's dropped, right? You can
Yeah.
find.
I'm glad you brought that up, Turf, and that's why some people opt out of shit at the combine.
Correct.
So I want to bring something up here that I was looking at while you guys were talking earlier about Genty and everything. So I brought up Daniel Jeremiah and Bucky Brooks put out their 2.0 on their draft, their mock draft, right? So, and there's a lot of movement from their first draft, from their first mock. So right now, Genty on, who is this one? Shit. Sorry, hold on. Genty for Brooks has dropped all the way down to number 20 to the Broncos. That's how far down he's fallen on Bucky Brooks's.
I don't think there's no way he gets past Dallas at 12.
And the pick right after him, the pick right after him at number 22 to Pittsburgh, he has projected Omarion Hampton going to Pittsburgh.
Wow.
Yeah, see, that's crazy.
Now, Daniel Jeremiah has Genty going at number 21 to Pittsburgh.
Wow.
And has the Chargers taken
fucking dangerous there.
And has the Chargers taken Omarion Hampton. That one bothers me because I don't want the Chargers to have a guy like him.
No.
That's gonna hurt us big time.
Mm-hmm.
And guess where Jeremiah has T-Mac fallen all the way down to number 19 to Tampa Bay.
That's crazy.
That would be brutal. Tampa
Imagine
Bay.
him and Mike Evans.
And Godwin, Jesus.
Oh yeah, Godwin's way if they keep him, but yeah, that's
that
crazy.
would be a sick.
And he's got Jeremiah has us at number 6 taking Shador Sanders.
Yep,
look at that.
I agree.
And
I think he's gonna fall to us easy.
And
Brady's
we're trading out of that.
Brady's not letting him go. I wouldn't mind trading out of it either, to be honest with you, Jeff.
That's what makes me trip out. People think we have no interest in him. Like, do they not know about Brady and Sanders?
Yeah, because he went to his QB coaching seminar.
Yes,
more than just that, bro.
No, I'm joking. That's what everybody's saying now. I know, I'm joking.
Yeah,
it's
that is has us at number 6.
He's got money involved with this kid. He's got an investment in. He's got an investment in Shador. He wants that money to come to fruition.
Yeah, it's a lot more than just he was his whatever. Yeah, it goes deeper than that. Yeah,
way deeper.
No, his stock investment's gonna fall, so that's a bad investment.
I'm grabbing it.
Hey, I gotta keep up with the negativity on something at least. Give me that. Hey,
why can't you be negative about your quarterback? That's what you should be negative about.
Away to the Rams. I'm willing to give.
No. Your quarterback.
My quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's so
like
terrible.
I said, I'm willing to trade him away to the Rams for Stafford.
The Rams are going to be like, no, we don't want him. Give us Mayer.
That's fine. Then he'll be our backup.
Right.
And if I'm not mistaken, Stafford isn't a super mobile quarterback either. And everybody says AOC's not mobile. So how is Stafford?
And that's he's way more mobile than fucking AOC.
Stafford can move enough.
AOC isn't going anywhere.
Play. Yeah.
The Rams are supposedly in love with Jimmy Garoppolo. That's
crazy. Can you imagine?
Let's make it even better with the Rams. We'll take Cooper Kupp and Stafford, and we'll trade our first round pick. That solidifies our quarterback and our wide receiver.
Nah, we have to give Cooper Kupp. We already have Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp is basically Jacory.
Yeah, we got Myers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We need somebody that can take the top off of defense and be number one.
DK Metcalf.
I would take DK Metcalf in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Now we talking.
Yeah, I know Silver Smoke. He's coming out of retirement, so Brady.
Yeah, because Brady's going to give up his shares of ownership. He's going to take a leave of absence from Fox, and he's going to play quarterback for us on the league minimum because he doesn't need the money.
Yep.
Right.
He's going to turn the shares of his ownership over to his legal team while he's playing for a year or two. Wins another Super Bowl. That's 3 Super Bowls with 3 different teams. He will go down in history as with no doubt, the greatest football player to ever exist.
Is there a doubt now?
He already is.
Yeah, but you know what
I
I
don't
mean.
think there's doubt now.
Think of his legacy and his
No way.
his
Jim
legacy,
Otto
his
is the
war,
greatest
and
player to ever exist.
I mean, he'd be the greatest at anything. You know, greatest owner. I mean, look at the movie just made. Do that. Good
The one
God.
thing he sucks at is
Imagine that.
movies. The 80 for Brady. No, 80 for Brady was funny. I'm not gonna lie. That shit was funny.
I ain't watching that shit.
I did watch this.
I have a
I'm
fire
watching
stick
that.
now. I didn't go
refuse to
okay. I
watch
watched that at home. Like, yeah. But with all this talk about the combine, T-Mac, and all that, moving up, taking Shador, will the Raiders be making moves in the draft? You really think we'll be making moves in the draft? Or are we going to just stay how we've always been, just
Based
sit
on
back
Pete
and-
Carroll's history and Spytek's history with his involvement in Tampa, granted not in a GM actual role, but an assistant GM, we're going to be moving around. I can't see us staying put with all of our picks.
Oh yeah.
That's not a Pete Carroll thing. Pete Carroll never
Yeah.
really picked a lot in the first round, and he trades a lot for players too for picks.
I think
Go
the
back
first
and look
round
through
pick, I
his
remember him, one of the best ones was Okung, right? Didn't he take Okung? Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember too many first round picks they had. Yeah.
I don't recall.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
see us staying pat. We're not going to draft like Coupon Tom was. where he
I
just-
will say this though, if we do get Stafford and Shador is gone, I think that does open up the door for what a lot of people want in trading down and getting more picks.
Oh, I'm all for that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All for that.
More higher end picks, I guess. Yeah. What do you think, Turf?
Yes, absolutely. I'm not
Yeah.
mad at trading back for more picks. I think this is going to be one of the best drafts for talent
Mm-hmm.
in a long time. And you're going to hear it from me first. I probably already said it out loud in another channel, though. But I'm telling you right now, this is going to 100% be the best draft of all time for running backs. Of all time. Of all time. You are going to see a plethora of running backs out of this draft do very well their very first season, whether they make it through, only get a few games due to injury. You are going to see production from the running back class like you've never seen in any other class before in our lifetime.
I agree.
Now, having said that, with that many running backs, we were
Right.
talking about this yesterday with Rundown and them. Do you see a generational talent running back?
Yes.
Not
yes,
talking about talent.
yes.
There's a lot of talent in there. But do you
Yeah.
see an Adrian Peterson?
I
Do you
do.
see a Barry
Oh,
Sanders?
100%. And in fact, I actually see some of the old school where you actually have two guys battling each other.
Who?
It's a beautiful thing to see. That's what I'm saying. We won't know until that surfaces itself.
But if you
after.
see them, who are they? Who's the ones you see as that generational talent?
Well, I mean, we literally have 20 to 30 running backs.
Because
in
when we
this
saw
draft.
Barry, we knew he was fucking. There was
Well,
no
no,
doubt.
I agree. So I like the kid. I like the kid from North Carolina. I
Yeah,
like the running backs from Ohio State.
Henderson and Jenkins.
I like the kid from Kansas.
Neil, I love
Yeah.
that dude. Yeah,
I like
him.
the kid from Iowa. There's so many running backs, bro.
Johnson.
I mean, any of these
well-
guys have the ability.
Turf, what's your take on Mullins from Michigan?
Another monster. He's huge.
We
were
talked
just
about
brought.
him, yeah.
I was just brought to the light about him
Pun
a couple
intended.
weeks ago. A
Yeah,
couple weeks ago,
Bob
Nate
Mullins?
put up a video of him, and my God, that kid is amazing.
Yeah.
he's huge. Pun intended.
He's huge.
Like,
Yeah.
dude, I'm just telling y'all.
We don't say no
Bowling
days no more.
ball-
We passed
Look at
that
the
era.
bowling ball out of Texas Tech. I forget his name, but there's a bowling ball out of Texas Tech that's just monstrous. There is so much talent running back wise in this draft. I absolutely believe you will see it rise to the top, and you will see those names,
I think
battling.
we're gonna
for-
see those names like in one like general spot. Like, oh shit, they're taking him. Now we gotta start getting our guy.
Oh, there'll be a run at some point, I'm sure.
yeah,
For sure.
I'm-
Yeah.
Correct.
Whether that's
Like
late
Turf-
second, early third, like wherever, but yeah.
I
like
think you
Turf
see a lot
said
of
about
them
the-
start coming off the board in the third and fourth round.
Yes.
like Turf said, the
I think
talent in
second,
the
third.
draft, it's not, and it's not just one position that's dominating everything. I mean, there's a lot of talent across the board on multiple positions here,
Yeah.
except for quarterback's the only one that's weak. I'm
Quarterback
sorry.
is the
Right.
lightest the lightest draft, and I
But I
probably
mean, you look at offensive linemen, you look at defensive ends, edge, cornerbacks, wide receivers, running backs. I mean, there's so many across the board that there's going to be a shit ton of undrafted free agents that are going to
Correct.
be teams are going to be fist
Oh, yeah.
fighting for these guys at
correct.
the end of this draft. So
Correct.
if your front office or your scouting and your GM office is not ready to roll the second that draft ends after Mr. Irrelevant gets picked to make these calls to get these guys on their squad as an undrafted free agent, you're going to fall behind the 8 ball fast because these
Right.
big names that are still going to be available are going to be going like great, like hotcakes.
Yep.
So I mean, there's going to be a shit ton left over because not everybody, you can't take everybody. It's impossible.
Empire.
Unless you do what you do and trade for
7
20
rounds.
Right.
Well, that's just
32.
it. You're going to be crafty like me and actually draft 29 players in the entire draft.
It's not draft,
Just
sir. We
fight that.
drafted 29 players, bro.
Just Vitek.
29 players I picked. Took us almost 2 hours to do the draft. 7 rounds. And I still ended up with a pick in the 2026 draft from the Giants.
Can you imagine that, sir? Taking 29 players in one draft.
It was all because of the Giants. The
It's
Giants
only a
pulled it off.
53-man roster.
Exactly. There's only 224 picks. There's only 224 picks. the whole
Exactly.
entire
You're
draft.
talking about a quarter of that draft. Like, oh my god, it's crazy.
Hey, I brought in enough to put the full offense and full defense up there, basically.
Of hopeful rookies that can.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Right.
Hey, there was still some really
Let's
good
not
talent
forget
late
that
in the
part. As much
draft.
as we love the draft and Aldo Sanders and all that, let's not forget that none of these dudes are guaranteed to be
Nope.
sound.
Yeah.
Nope.
From Genti, from Mr. Irrelevant,
Correct.
from Sanders to Riley Leonard, like no one is expected to be a fucking thing, and then you can't say that this guy's not going to be it, and then they end up being it. Because I always remember Tom, the shitty ass combine picture, probably the worst Olympic underwear guy in the history of the draft. Like I remember them showing video of him running, and then you see what that dude turned into, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah.
Hey, just remember, best pick in the draft ever for the Colts was Steve Ettman.
Oh my God, Steve Edman.
The guy was a monster, but God, did he suck. Ugh.
He was one of those. What is it? Yells like Tarzan, but hits like Jane guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Nate and Jay know who we're talking about.
No, probably. Jane
Yeah.
might.
Too old. Too
Jane
old.
might. I mean, he's
They're like, who are these old guys talking about?
You
Right.
could have said like the Incredible Bulk. That's another good example.
Which one's that? The
The
guy-
lineman he got picked from Green Bay. I have the
Yeah.
Sports Illustrated on up
yeah.
here.
What was his name? Oh my God, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Fuck,
Yeah.
I don't
I
even
can't
know.
think of his name, but I know.
I can think of the Incredible Bulk though.
You remember him, don't you, Turk? The kid from Green Bay,
Which one?
the lineman that was like taking all hyped up and shit. The Incredible Bulk.
He's like Nebraska.
He turned out to do absolutely nothing. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
the name. I know you're talking about.
Nebraska was Bosworth, bro. What was the other
Bosworth.
one?
Tony Mandridge.
Tony
Mandridge.
Mandridge.
It was Mandridge.
1989. Nate,
Yeah.
you weren't even thought of. Your parents probably still in
You know what's crazy? That's when they started collecting cards. And
Right.
I remember people going crazy trying to get that dude's football card.
Yeah, because
And
he
the
was a
only
big,
card
he
I
was a
fucking
big deal.
wanted that I wanted was Barry Sanders and Deion Sanders.
Correct.
Yeah. But dudes were going crazy for that Tony Mandridge card. Yeah.
Yeah, I have that Sports Illustrated issue up here on my thing just because it's like historical and I think it's funny. So that's why I got it. I found it at like a thrift store for something. And I was like, I
He
gotta
was the
get that
second
shit.
pick in that round, in that draft. First round, second overall. Talk about a bust.
Complete bust.
That was
Look
back
at
when
us.
the draft was
First
done
pick
in
overall in the draft, and he turned into a piece of crap.
What was this for, Jeff? What did you refer to? Rumors have begun for free agency.
No, that was already in there.
Oh, okay, never mind.
This is the one I put in there.
Relay my last.
So basically,
Oh,
what I was
Stafford?
trying to say is, if we get Stafford out
You
of
know
the
what?
Raiders in a win
Even
now
if it's
mode,
not Stafford, I really
Yeah.
believe that Pete and company have that mentality.
of that. It's win now mode. Where a bunch
Oh,
of
it
us.
is now. They've said
I
it.
know in the beginning I was optimistic, like we ain't gonna win shit for the next 2-3 years.
We're not. We're not.
No, but what I mean win
Say what
shit,
they're
sir,
saying.
I mean like we were picking top 5 those 2-3 years. That's what I mean by not winning shit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Like we was in the Archie Manning race. That's where I was.
Right.
Oh yeah, because I mean, people were already talking about Tank season 2.0 for that.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And not by accident, but by not by like planning it, but by the fact that we just sucked that bad. We're probably going to finish with the number 1 pick next year, the way things are going.
Yeah.
And then once Pete Carroll's name come up that we were going to hire him, that changed in my head. That changed everything.
So now that we're in, what is this? It's gonna be March this weekend, and then all that shit happened back in January,
Right.
and then the rumors came out, right? The Raiders are getting Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson is the shoe-in for the Raiders, and I think that's when I was on the turf train. Like I don't know about this. It's gonna take a couple years.
Correct.
And then my mind totally switched with Pete Carroll. Like it really did. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But who knows? We'll see. We'll see how Ben Johnson does in Chicago,
Right.
and then what Pete does in Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think people are putting way too much on Ben Johnson. Way too much. I'm glad we didn't get him as a head coach.
Oh, I am too. I didn't want.
Because if
him
he's
at
not
all.
immediately successful, people are going to tear him apart.
Oh, they're gonna tear him apart.
They're gonna tear him apart anyways. They're gonna tear him
exactly.
apart anyways. He's not winning in Chicago.
But
They
look,
still have
I
to do
think
it.
he
Too
needs
many
the
good
best
teams.
decisions for his own career, though, because at least in Chicago they have, even if you may not like him or not,
No, they have something to
a
work
future
with.
quarterback. You know?
Yeah.
No, they have something to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah, your quarterback is everything, and that's why we're going to draft one at 6, even though we get Matthew Stafford.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true. Tomorrow is the combine. Yes, sir.
Tomorrow the combine starts.
Tomorrow I will have the TV on. Tomorrow the big boys run, right?
Nice.
You see the big man run?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Let's see the big boys.
linemen and linebackers. Yep.
The linebackers. We need a fucking linebacker.
Yes, we do. Yes,
we
we
need
do.
a linebacker. I want a fucking thumper next to Spillane.
Yep.
Do you think there's one in free agent, or do we have to draft one?
I
The
do
only one
think
in
there's
free
one in
agent.
free agent.
Well,
Huh?
definitely
You think there's one?
free agent too.
There's 2. There's probably
You
2.
both.
Too.
You can do both. Who
Cool.
says they can't do one or the other?
Because people think we
You got
can't.
Vaughn from Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
I do like him.
He's one.
Yeah.
And then who's the kid from KC? There's another one there too.
He's going to have too much money. Nick Bolton.
Probably.
No, the one from San Francisco.
Say his name.
What, Greenlaw?
I don't remember. his
Greenlaw.
name.
Greenlaw.
Yeah.
Greenlaw! I love
Greenlaw.
Greenlaw, isn't he the one that refused to come back out on the field?
No, that was Campbell.
No. That wasn't Greenlaw. No.
Hell no.
Devondre Campbell.
That was the kid from 49ers.
Oh no, because it was Greenlaw that came back out or something. He got hurt, or I forget what it was. It had to do with Greenlaw though.
What? When that guy left?
Was it Campbell?
Yeah,
It was
Campbell.
Devondre Campbell.
It was Campbell. Yeah, because he's on this list. I have the list up right
Yeah.
Well, what was it? What the fuck was it? Did they bring him in because Greenlaw left or whatever? I thought I read something
No.
about that today.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. What about he paints his nails? Turf. Turf. Can I tell them?
Go
So
ahead.
we're eating tacos, right? This kid dressed in all black, some Jordans, trying to look all cool. His little
Uh-huh.
girlfriend got some big ass hoop. Mind you, we live in LA, right?
Right.
It's time to pay. This motherfucker reaches in his purse for his wallet.
Jesus Christ.
At that moment, I understood you, Turf, even though I give you a lot of shit. That may have been the moment where I've been shocked, and I live in LA. I've seen dudes in heels, and that didn't shock me. But when I saw that guy reaching in to dress the way he was in his purse to pay for the tacos, I was like, oh, I'm done.
Hey, I'll be in Atlanta, passing through. I'm pretty sure I'll see another dude with a full grown beard but eyelashes. I mean,
Yeah, you saw that. I remember that. Yeah.
I'm
Dude, We had a quarterback that wore mascara, and people are complaining about another quarterback painting his nails.
No, I'm not complaining about it. I just think it's funny.
I know, but I mean, it's like,
Yeah. It's a thing when we talk about with Turf all the time. Send me to Mars.
Kind of like an inside joke, if you will. You know.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I definitely want to see some of these linebackers in the combine too.
Oh, speaking of
Nate, who
linebackers,
should I keep my eye on?
I like Carson Schlesinger at UCLA, and that hurts as a USC fan.
Isn't he
Honestly.
one that we just
Wow.
did an interview with, Jay?
which one?
Schlesinger?
Yeah, Schlesinger.
Yeah.
Carson Schlesinger.
He's
I
the one
thought
who-
so. Okay. All right.
Snatched up.
Kid out of South Carolina. I forget his name right now though. He's pretty good. It's like something Knight. I forget his name. Something Knight though. He's out of South Carolina. He was pretty good. The guy from Oregon, Basa.
Oh, I do like him. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Trying to think off the top of my head. I like Odelejo too. I like Schlesinger more, but Olejo is good. Olejo is good though.
Alejo. Yeah.
There you go, Demetrius Knight Jr. They got it in the chat.
Hey,
right
Jack, what about any Notre Dame linebackers, even though we never draft them?
now. Jack loves Jack Kaiser. Jack loves Jack Kaiser, bro.
We could have had Manti Te'o. We could have had.
Wow.
Jack, who reminds you of Phil Villapiano and
He's gonna tell you Jack
Matt Millen in
Kaiser.
this draft?
He's gonna say that Kaiser reminds you of Villapiano.
He loves Kaiser, bro.
I like him
Every
too. He's
time.
pretty good in
Yeah.
Notre Dame. Yeah.
How many times did he pick Kaiser in our mock that we did that one day?
Oh, dude, every time.
Like 4 times. Oh, you gotta get Kaiser. He's right there.
Oh, I like this one too. Josh says, "I heard the Raiders
I
interview
love you,
Cam
Jack.
Scatterboo." Cam Scatterboo. I like Cam Scatterboo.
I like Scatterboo too.
I'm probably gonna call you tomorrow when the
I do
I was
linebacker.
gonna say Turf doesn't.
I do not.
He thinks he's
He
gonna fuck
doesn't.
up on the 40.
Was it because of the argument we were having between him and Genty?
No, I don't like him just because I don't think his game is going to translate like everybody else does.
Oh,
It's gang tackling in the NFL. I just don't see him breaking monstrous tackles and then just getting out of it with a 4.7 40. It's not gonna happen.
Right.
It's not gonna happen.
He's a stout. He's like a stout body too. It's not like he's a little wiry little dude.
No, yeah. He's there.
He's got too much to grab onto.
The shiftiness, right? The agility, the side to side movement. If you guys really want to know, watch his cone drill, watch his broad jump,
That's what I want.
watch his vertical. These are the things that's going to tell you why I'm saying the things I'm saying. You'll see it.
Which is why I say it's important. Everybody that gets invited to the fucking combine should compete in every position, every skill, regardless of where you
If
think
you
they're going to
need
be
to
drafted.
move
I think
yourself
it's
you need-
up.
Yeah.
Scatterboo will hurt
someone like
himself. If he
Scatterboo,
does this.
it
I'm telling you,
benefits
he's going to hurt himself. If
I think he's
Scatterboo
gonna
does all
run.
this, he's going to hurt himself.
Yeah.
It's no different. See, you guys got to remember, this is different. They absolutely are against you. They're not for
Oh,
these
yeah.
scouts are not for you. They're
Oh no, they're
against.
trying to find what's
It's
wrong with
not
you.
like college where you know what I'm saying. You 5'7", but they got you on paper at 5'10". It's the exact opposite with the league.
Yeah, remember how they were waiting for
5'7", they're gonna be like, man, this dude 5'6" and 3/4.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember that they all waited for Kyler Murray's measurement.
I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
it's
this stuff
fucking deal.
matters. It matters because it translates when you put this stuff through a calculator, right? When you look at the stats and it goes out there and it shows you that 5% of people with short arms become great tackles. You're not going to be the dummy that if you're on the fence with somebody, take somebody with that 5%. It matters. The numbers matter. It's math. It's pure math.
analytics now, man.
But what
Especially
about
with today's
drafting
day
a
and age, I
lineman
mean,
with the no get off or no move other than
Right.
building people?
And there's exceptions to every rule before people start going to the
Right,
at the
yeah.
end of every spectrum. We're talking in general. This is a generalization.
We weren't talking
In
about,
general.
but see, even Derrick Henry, you knew what kind of back he was.
He's also
You know, you
6'5", fucking.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's a
Derrick
fucking
Henry is
monster.
a freak. He's
Yeah, he's a freak, bro.
you know, the only thing I don't really care to see is offensive lineman running the 40-yard dash full wide.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
That doesn't.
Yeah.
Guards,
That is a measurable that you can get
Maybe
away
you
with.
see like when AOC throws an interception or he fumbles the ball, the lineman can go catch the guy.
guards and
No
centers. No,
lineman's
real
going to
talk.
catch a defensive back unless he's within an arm's reach of him.
Right
He
now,
ain't going to run him down.
right. But to be honest, guards and centers, I can understand. It's not necessarily your 40, but it's absolutely going to be cone drills, 3-star,
Well,
right?
that's what I want to see. That's
Quickness.
yeah.
Because that
And I
does
agree
matter.
100%
That does
with
matter.
you.
That
And
part.
that's what I
You have
want to
a
see. I want to
scheme.
see those drills. I
Yeah,
don't
if you
care
have a
about what they run in a 40.
right, if you have a great scheme and you have the ability to trick defenses into thinking you're running one way and have those blocks accordingly, you need the ability for people to have agility and move. And those type drills, again, you just have to know what drills to look for what players, and it's going to give you a better understanding of who's going to get drafted where.
Do you remember that lineman we drafted that blew up like every workout? What was his name? Bruce Campbell?
Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, was that his name? He
Lineman?
was like,
Wait, which
he
one?
was offensive lineman. Literally kills it in the combine. The most reps, strongest guy, fastest, most agile. And then when it came to playing the fucking position,
He's been at Sheriff's house.
Yeah.
National Anthem's going to stop playing.
Yeah. I remember those.
Back when there were 3 channels on TV.
Yeah,
and that was
Bruce
it.
Campbell,
And
offensive tackle,
there you go. Him. Yeah.
6'6", 320. College, Maryland. He went to Maryland.
Maryland. Yeah. But he was blowing fools away at the combine. I remember that. And we took him, and oh my God.
Like for offensive linemen, for me, I want to see the quickness drills, like the shuttle, shit like that. I don't care about the 40. On defensive guys, I want to see their ball reaction, like when the coaches are standing with the ball, like making those moves. The ones where the bag's on the ground and they got to run in and out of it.
Oh yeah.
That's what I want to see. I want to see your feet work, your quickness.
Yeah.
I don't give
Hey,
a shit about
Leo,
whether you
send
run
run
at
down
7 minutes.
the link.
Okay, I got you.
All right, there we go.
It's shit like that. Like
cooking
same
now.
thing with like defensive backs
That's
and everything.
the way
You
we
want to
are.
see how fast they can
Way
backpedal.
we are.
Backpedaling's huge. I don't. You want to see speed
We're
on
about
those
to
guys. You
run
want
down
to see
some
their
defense.
40s. That's the shit that's important. Same thing with a quarterback. In all honesty, I mean, do you really need to see how fast the quarterback is?
Nope.
It depends. If
I
we
don't
wanted
think
to
so.
see Lamar Jackson run.
Oh, y'all didn't even tell me my camera was messed up, man.
We just told you we were doing the national anthem. What do you think we were saying when we were going
I
at
didn't hear it. Let me see. I switched it.
I really don't care how fast the quarterback runs. I want to see his accuracy in the passing. I
Right.
want to see the drills that they run at the combine. Like Turf said, it's not geared to make these guys look good. The pro day's geared to make them look good because it's their own coaches, their own
Their-
players,
Right.
and it's select. They make the decisions on what they do that day. They don't decide shit at the combine. You just go out there, shut up, perform, take your number, and move on to the next skill.
That's
That's how
I
it
knew
should be. And that just makes me sit there and think that someone that doesn't want to compete at the combine is saying to themselves, I don't want to show any weaknesses because they're going to try and pick the shit out of it. Well, yeah, they should, because if a team is going to invest a high draft pick on you, you better make sure this is the legit right person for your team.
Right.
And you don't think the teams do their own workout with you for that?
Why should they have to? That's the whole point. That's
Why
what
shouldn't
the
they?
combine is for. But they don't though.
Yeah,
That's just
the
it.
way
You
you're
can't
talking
bring a
about
guy
it is
in
an
and try him
old
out.
mentality, bro. It ain't like
Yeah,
that
but
anymore.
a team can't bring a player into their facility and try them out. That's like tampering.
What are you talking about? They
they
invite
can.
people
They do
in.
that.
That they do. Yeah.
That's what the pro days are for, though. That's when
No,
they
the
say, "Hey, I'm
pro
having a
days
pro
is
day.
separate.
Everybody come."
Pro days, these dudes come. Then they go to actual certain teams. We'll invite them and they'll come. Some will say yes, some will say no. Jalen Carter said there was only 5 teams he was going to do that for the year he came.
Right.
Do you think they're gonna the Raiders are gonna invite Shador?
But what I'm saying is, this doesn't start with Shador. This has
think
been
they're
going
gonna
on for
avoid Cam?
years.
Of course they are. It's Tom Brady's guy.
Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we
That's why
keep
they
telling
went both of
people.
them.
Yeah.
He's
They
going to
did
do
the
it for the
interviews and they
experience
didn't talk to
alone.
Either one of them.
Yeah.
They didn't talk to either one of those 2 quarterbacks. If we're so quarterback needy, why didn't they do an interview with them? But they interviewed all
Because
these
they
guys
already
on
know they're
defense.
going to based on where we're at. Right now, you're talking about the first day. They're getting to know who else is there. The later round guys, the ones people might not be looking at. These are the guys we're interested in. Look at how many UNLV guys they did today.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is all the interviews are done now. Now it's the performance stuff.
But it's not it. They
Today
keep
was the final
going, though.
interview
They
day.
keep continuing between now and the draft. It ain't like this is the only time you get to talk to them. You don't think Tom Brady has to do his number on speed dial?
Of course he does.
Yeah, but
And if
that's-
he wanted
to him every
captain
day,
out
bro.
here,
He probably talks to him every day.
that's
Literally.
what I'm saying. People make it such a big deal about Shador, but forget this has been going on for years.
Yeah, I think they know enough about the top guys that this is exactly what Leo was saying, that this is for the guys that they are looking for, to get to know
Get
the
a
guys
closer look
that
at them.
are going to perform at the combine, because those guys need to raise their stock. So that's what the
Yes.
interviews are for.
Yeah.
Yes, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, today the Raiders interviewed Mason Graham, Jackson Woodward from UNLV, Carson Schlesinger from UCLA, Mike Green from Marshall,
I like Mike Green.
Brandon
That's another guy I
Switzer
wouldn't mind
from
hiring.
LSU, the GT Tulamau from Ohio State,
Ohio State?
Danny Stutzman,
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Danny Stutzman from Oklahoma, and then Cody Steinman from Ohio State. So it's basically
send Turk the link?
tackle, linebacker,
Yeah, I did. I
edge,
sent it to rundown.
edge,
I sent it to his IG.
edge.
I mean, that's
All these are defensive players, yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah, we didn't interview the linebacker from Notre Dame. You hear that shit, Jack?
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause he sucks.
uh,
I'm gonna get Jack all worked up. He's probably already had like 5 cigarettes in the time.
He's trying to
Right,
get
right. You already know he's ready.
They got to interview his girlfriend first, make sure she's real. That's why.
Oh, okay.
They can't get stuck with that Manti Te'o shit.
All right, all right. You want to go there, cheater? You want to go there?
The money didn't help him on the field. I'll tell you that right now.
Yo, that is wild.
No, but it helped him go to that fucking school. Who said that they played with Reggie Bush the other day in high school? I forgot to ask. him.
Jason.
Really?
Jason
Raider
said he
Nation
played with
Jason.
Reggie Bush.
Yeah.
Where's
Raider
Jason
Nation,
from?
Jason played
He's from
Because
San
Bush
Diego.
is Bush
Oh,
is from
so
San
he played
Diego.
against him. Yeah, I was gonna say I saw him in high school because I was in college then.
I was in the Navy back then. It was a big fucking deal when Bush was down there. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was a big deal, but there was a bigger deal. And that
Yeah.
bigger deal was named Marshall Falk, number 28.
Oh, telling
Yeah,
people
yeah.
about him yesterday, Turf.
Bro, when I tell y'all I've never seen a better running back in person, college wise, never
man.
seen anything remotely
it.
close. Nothing comes remotely close than watching
What a
Marshall
Falk.
Falk in
And
college.
you want to talk about not mattering where you went to school from? What school did he go to, Turf?
San Diego State. Only reason he went there too is because they were the only team that they didn't even guarantee it. They were just like, we'll give you a shot to play running back, but everybody else, LSU including,
Yeah.
would only let him play cornerback. And he was like, nope.
But that
A lot
was the
of
thing.
people don't
Back
know
then,
about
they would stack players though, because there
Oh,
was
100%.
So they would just stack running back, stack quarterback.
Marshall Falk is a fascinating player. People should look into his back. I'm telling you, man, I've never seen anything like it. He's by far my all-time favorite college player, all time.
Yeah. Mine is Barry, but I feel you. Yeah.
Yeah, Marshall Falk was ridiculous.
Yeah, I didn't see Barry live in person. I just saw
I
Barry.
did
on
one
TV.
time.
Yeah, I've
You
never
did?
seen Barry in college in person.
Oh, nice.
I saw him in the pros. I didn't see him in college.
Buddy of
Oh,
mine
I
had-
saw him in the pros. That was my first time in Oakland.
I saw him here
Ooh.
in
My
New
first
England.
time out to sea. Our ship anchored in Oakland.
And he tore us up, right? He
He
ran.
invited me to the games. He tore us up. But every time Barry got the ball, The whole stadium held their fucking breath.
Got quiet. Got straight quiet.
Got straight
A friend of mine
quiet.
had season tickets to the Pats, and they were playing the Lions. And he called me up last minute. He goes, "Hey, you want to go to the game tonight?" It was a night game. It was preseason, but I don't care. He still got on the field and played. I still saw him running the ball. I said, "Yeah, I'll go." So we took the train up, watched the game. He came out for one series, so I can honestly say I got to see him play in a
How did
football
us
game.
old heads say it? No, that was a sight to see.
I was happy.
Yeah,
That was a sense.
that was a sight to see. Was watching that full run, man. Oh my god. Yeah. Mhm.
Hey, he won me many fantasy championships back in the day. So did
I didn't
Monty.
even know there was fantasy leagues back then.
Yeah, right.
I was in a fantasy league from '91 until about 4 years ago. Same league,
Yeah.
same group of guys. Yep. Yeah, Marshall Falk won me a few championships. Barry Sanders, Sean Alexander.
Hey, I didn't even know there was leagues back then like that. That's crazy.
Oh yeah. Back then it wasn't a lot of stats. 'Cause
Yeah, I
you had
know.
to do everything with newspapers. So back
I
then it was
joined
mostly
one with a bunch of older guys,
yeah.
and they did it the old way. They're on boards. And when I won, you know how they paid me? With a check. They sent
Oh,
me
I've been
my
paid with many a
winnings
check
in
through the
a
years. That's how you paid your member. That's how you paid your dues to get in the
Dues.
league. You paid by
Yeah, I
check.
remember that. They
There's
asked
no
me for
Venmo or any of that other crap.
I got none of that.
No.
None of that exists.
You know, you wanted to wire transfer money to somebody, you had to go to a Western Union telegram place to wire money to anybody.
Oh yeah.
There was none of this shit either with the phone. The first time you could bring a laptop to a draft, people looking at you like, "Whoa, what the hell is that?"
Man, did I tell y'all after I left Vegas Monday morning? Chris stayed till Tuesday. He goes to the Raider Tavern. You know who the fuck he meets?
Yeah, Mark Davis.
Mark Davis, bro.
Wow. At the Raiders
Yeah,
Tavern?
Mark fucking
At the Raider
Davis, bro. At the Raider
I saw
Tavern.
the
at the
picture.
end.
Why was he there though? Like,
He does that a lot. He goes there. A lot of players do.
really?
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah. They
That's where I
go to the
wanted to
tavern.
go when I
I've
was
been
in
there a
Cali.
couple of times.
Yeah.
I don't even know where it is.
In the
You've never
end
been to
resort.
the M House because you're always on the
Resort.
stripper. Yeah.
Is where?
It's at
At
the
the
M.
resort.
Oh, yeah, I have been there. I'm just
Yeah,
brainstorming right now. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't been yet, but it's on the list.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. I was like, this motherfucker.
I can't wait to move to Vegas, bro.
Likewise.
Yeah, I would love to move to Vegas.
There's no I
wanna
would. I'm moving. There's no I would. I should. I'm going. It's just
How do y'all feel about that whole
I was thinking it would happen, but
training camp to Napa rumor?
I'm hoping to come out and see.
Yeah.
I wish
I'm
I was still in
hoping.
Costa Mesa. I would be able to go home after.
right?
That
I was
still-
kind of hoping it was in Costa Mesa, but I can
Yeah.
already hear all the Northern Cali are. Northern
Yeah.
Cali homies.
I already
Cali.
see it. I already see it all over
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Yep.
All the ones that were saying "fuck this team" are all about it again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Didn't they used to
Turn
train in
your cameras off.
Oxnard? Didn't they used to?
That's
have
that's the
training camp in
Cowboys.
Oxnard?
The
No,
Cowboys.
the
Cowboys
Raiders
are
used to be in Oxnard, weren't they at one point?
No, that was Napa.
Yeah, Cowboys were
Okay,
not
everybody, all three of you froze, or either that or I froze.
I think you
Thank you,
did.
bro.
We heard each other.
Yeah, we replied to you.
Cowboys or Oxnard, bro.
Yeah.
What you used
I
to
thought the
see
Raiders
was the
were-
Raiders
I've been to
would join
Oxnard,
the
that's why I was
Cowboys.
asking.
Yeah, the Raiders would join the Cowboys in Oxnard for a
Yeah, for
duel.
joint
That's what it was.
practices.
Like a little scrimmage, yeah.
That's what they would do. Yeah. I don't know what happened to Turf.
I'm here. Just grab a beer, man. Just grabbing a beer.
Uh-oh.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's grabbing that beer.
Grabbing me a cold one, bro. Grabbing me a cold one.
The original training camp was Santa Rosa. Let's see, there you go. El Rancho.
There you go.
Mhm.
Nice.
Well, before like the Patriots, before they built Gillette and their whole training facility there, they used to go to Bryant University, which is like 6 miles down the road from my house. So, I've been to a few of those. I mean, why not? I mean, that was back when
Elon.
Parcells was the coach.
I love you, Elon. This is exactly what's been going on since yesterday with me. All of a sudden, all my Oakland friends, family, they're all about it now.
Ah,
For sure. Got a piece of beer, fans.
Oh man, I didn't know about Tim Brown and the whole coaching thing. I gotta look that up more.
yep, check it out.
Yeah,
Like I
that's
said, it's like an honorary position, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I'm
You
not
know, he
100%
was supposed to be at the dinner we went to on Saturday as the
Correct.
speaker.
Oh, was it?
Correct.
But he something happened and he didn't make it.
Why, what happened with
I'm
Tim Brown? What did I
jealous.
miss?
That sucks.
I'm jealous.
He's the honorary coach or something like that, wide receiving for the Raiders now, or something like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you wanted to, they should have made him an actual coach years ago. But
Exactly.
Some players
He's got
don't want to do it.
potential.
I don't think he wanted to though. You know how some players just play like Barry. Barry just played. He ended up
Everybody just expects like these great players to become coaches. Like I don't know how many people thought that Peyton Manning should have, would have been a coach right after.
because that fucking big ass head. You figure he had all the knowledge. In the world.
I know, right?
I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know about a head coach, but I think he'd be one hell of an offensive coordinator.
I could see that because when he was at Denver, that was all him.
Oh God, yeah. There
That was all him when he
call-
was at
there were no
Denver.
plays being called in by the offensive.
Like who the fuck
coordinator.
was Demarius Thomas and Julius Thomas till he showed up?
Absolutely right.
Like who the fuck? I remember thinking to myself, where the fuck did these guys come from? Like Jesus Christ! Like oh man. He said, have a question. Have y'all heard about buyers want to bring
Yeah, I
an
heard
NFL team? Oh my God, you do not want one in Riverside.
Fuck that.
As a resident of Southern California and I live in the Inland Empire, you do not want an NFL team in Riverside.
It wouldn't make sense anyways. You already got enough teams. Give it to a state.
Yeah.
Well, Commanders aren't going anywhere. Didn't they just get approved for a brand new stadium with RFK Stadium sitting?
I think they did. Yeah,
I think they did.
They need
so
one.
Yeah,
they're not going.
That stadium's
anywhere.
old. The stadium, with the Commanders
that
stadium.
sounds like
That's
some
Yeah.
old. What you call it? What is the
ancient.
rumors? You remember
It's
the old
RFK.
Irwindale Raider rumors?
Oh, I remember that.
Oh,
That's-
yeah.
yeah, that's what.
I'd be
Al
10
Davis
minutes
said to
away.
go there.
I
Me
wish.
too. I live like 10 minutes from
10
Irwindale back in the day.
I mean, they had the whole drawing done up of it, and
Yeah.
it looked great. I mean, basically it looks like what SoFi looks like now. To be honest with you,
Oh, don't get
Yeah.
church
but
started.
with like huge shopping centers, the whole 9 yards. Kind of, in all honesty, that's what Gillette is right now. You got the stadium, and then in front of the stadium, you've just got storefront after storefront, movie theaters, a massive Bass Pro Shop.
That's
I mean,
what the
that
Padres
place is
did in
built
98
up.
with the Padres. They took them out of Jack Murphy, Mission Valley, put them in downtown,
right.
and just built this amazing, cool ass little place to go shopping, hang out, family, adults, whatever. Like I don't like the Padres, but that downtown shit, cool as fuck.
Yeah, it's
Petco is
dope.
fucking
It's
beautiful.
Yeah, it's cool as fuck, and it's along the water, right?
Yep.
Like it's yeah, but the Irwindale Raiders, I think that hole's still there. How many?
The hole is still there. Whenever I drive past it, on
hole
my way
is-
to Pasadena,
You know what? Next
I
time I
know, right
drive that
there.
freeway, I'm gonna
my
take a
dad
picture
always
of
says
that.
it.
Every time I go into Cali's, I see it. I'm like, oh, could have been there.
My dad says the same thing. The hole is still there for the stadium if we want to come
The
back.
hole's still there. They just never built the stadium.
And then I seen O'Shea Jackson Jr. said that he still has Irwindale Raider stuff too.
Yeah, there was stuff that went for sale. Yeah. Mhm.
That name just sounds so nasty, like so.
Irwindale Raiders? I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
they would be the Los Angeles Raiders, but like
Yeah.
they would be located in Irwindale.
Mhm. Yeah.
That'd be like calling them the Beverly Hills Raiders. I mean, it just doesn't sound right.
It's kinda like
Irwindale
this-
and Beverly Hills could not be the more opposite.
Jeff,
It's
there's
just
this
so
baseball
bad.
team we have this baseball team in California that doesn't play in LA, but they call themselves the Los Angeles Angels, right?
Yeah.
But they're actually in Anaheim in a whole nother
Yeah.
county. Yeah.
Oh, another
To be
county.
fair,
Yeah.
I don't want them to be called the Los Angeles Angels either. So we're all on the same page here. I want them to be called Anaheim.
They're not the California Angels anymore.
No,
You're not allowed to be
California
called
for 30
California
years.
anymore because the league said you can't represent an entire state when people want to move from New York and try to claim territory, but apparently
Then California didn't want that team to be the one representing them.
Well,
Yeah.
wait. Can you
Yeah,
explain that to me
Oakland.
again? Because that doesn't make any goddamn sense.
the league didn't allow the Angels to be called California anymore because the
Yeah.
Dodgers and the Giants moved from New York to California, and now the Angels are. You can't represent an entire state when there's more than one team
Correct.
in the.
Correct.
Yeah,
in the
there's
state.
like 3 other teams in the state.
There's
Yeah.
more. You got to go to
Yeah,
Oakland and San
technically.
Francisco
Right.
Yeah, that's why.
And San Diego.
A's.
and San Diego.
And then yeah, there you go. I even forgot
Yeah.
about the damn Padres.
Yeah.
They don't even count, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Mhm.
That is the dumb. I'm sorry, but that's just dumb. Seriously.
So they were the California Angels, and then they changed it to Angels of Anaheim. And now it's
They're the Los Angeles Angels
Angels of
because they were originally in Los Angeles, and then they moved to Anaheim, and then they became the California Angels, and then they became
Anaheim Angels. Anaheim.
Anaheim, and then Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, and now they're the Los Angeles Angels.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's kind of like the Warriors. They don't even play in fucking Oakland anymore, but they're Golden State Warriors.
Correct.
Mhm.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold
So
on.
it's San
This
Francisco.
is Major League Baseball we're talking about, right? Now, is this a California thing or is this a Major League Baseball thing?
what?
Major League Baseball.
I think it might be a
Okay,
California.
then why are
thing.
the Florida Marlins?
or the Texas Rangers?
Yeah, Texas Rangers, Florida
maybe
Marlins.
it's
Yet you
because
still have
The
you still
league,
have you got Tampa Bay, whatever the fuck they're called for baseball.
the Rays.
Devil Rays.
Tampa
the
Bay
Rays.
Rays. So you've got other teams in Florida. You got other teams in Texas. I don't get it.
It's because the Dodgers and the Giants were bigger already brand names when they came over from New York, so they didn't want to be overshadowed by.
Even though they are, by
They wouldn't be able. They would definitely would not have been able to, but they didn't want to be overshadowed because they're bigger name brands and would have brought the league more money. So they made the Angels change their name.
I didn't know that was
Anaheim
right. I'm not
Angels.
an Angels fan. so
Yep.
To the Anaheim Angels, yeah.
I just thought it was funny every time they changed their name. So. Mhm.
I'm dumbfounded by that. That is the most idiotic. I mean, can you see it on my face? I'm just like,
Yeah.
It
Dodgers
makes
have
zero
always
Make-
been.
that makes
except for
absolutely
New York,
zero.
Los
What about
Angeles,
Chicago?
What do you mean?
What about
That's
Chicago?
It's the White Sox
That's
and the
just
Cubs.
city.
Oh, that's Blue
It's a
City.
state. They're both called Chicago. Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
Illinois.
That's
Never mind.
Illinois. Yeah.
Never mind. You got me on that one. But the Florida
Yeah.
one, Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my
All
god,
right.
that is so lame.
You're
Anything
telling me
else,
I'm the
fellas?
Angel fan.
Right. Anything else? Anything coming up? I know we got the show. So you guys got your Coast to Coast coming up, Free for All Friday. I know
Yep.
Rundown's trying to put something together for the weekend, right, Surf?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me personally, man, I'll be in freaking Washington, DC Friday night, Saturday, right? University of Maryland. So I won't be able to do much over the weekend. But I'm always looking around, lurking on everybody else's shows when I can, the chats and so forth.
We see you. We appreciate the following and checking
Yep.
in.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
absolutely, man. I really do try, but whew, I ain't gonna lie. For the ones that know, they know, man. This is some tough business traveling all over the Big Ten.
Especially
How long
because
did
I hate staying in hotels.
Exactly. Exactly. Luckily at home in Minnesota, I got home. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Looters, man. I absolutely adore that family. They took us in like we were their own from day one. Just amazing people. Yeah, but yeah, shout out to the Looters, man. So I don't ever feel like I'm not at home in Minnesota, but everywhere else, dude. These hotels.
What how long's the gymnastics season? Like what's it go to?
Yeah, it's
What is
still
it, man?
April. April. Oh, yeah, I still got like 5 weeks left, fellas.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Well, you know, if you're around Friday night, you know where we'll be. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know, if I
Leo
come
and I
this
and
Friday,
Jay
it'll be
and
for a little
Nate.
bit, like hour and a half. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And
And I
I'll be
appreciate
on
it.
late. I always am on Friday nights now. So
Nice.
I'll be there. I'll send you the link once I get it set up, and we'll get
Yes, sir.
hopefully you can pop in also.
Absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, I'll be on the East Coast, so hopefully I'll be able to pop in for sure because I should be.
Yeah.
Oh man, East Coast Turf, Texas, early.
Sorry, that was a natural reflex right there. Natural reflex. I don't know how I even had that thing on and it's working. Sorry.
Yeah, I wake up like a bunch of messages. Like, what the fuck? Who is awake? Oh,
It's me. It's me. I'll be banging Leo in the head every morning.
yeah.
Every
Him and
morning.
Chris go and talk in like they're on the East Coast. They're on the same time. And like, oh man, that's fun.
Yeah, as far as
Wow, wow.
shows, we've got tomorrow night. Nate and I have the Raiders Coast to Coast. We have Rundown coming on with us tomorrow night.
Oh, cool. He's gonna do his mock draft, right?
Yeah, he wants to
Yes,
do a mock
sir.
draft, so I
Nice.
invited him on with us tomorrow night. So
Hopefully
We'll
he
have,
gets the picture.
yeah, we'll work with him on doing that.
Mhm.
So make sure you hit us both up, everybody, for tomorrow night. It's myself and LV Raider 10, this guy right here.
Yes, sir.
Right.
And then Friday night we'll do the Friday Night Live show in the absence of Turf until he comes back. Like I said, I'm only keeping the seat warm. That's all I'm doing. I'm not stepping on toes trying to take it over. I'm
It's all
just
good, my guy.
going
I
in.
never ever looked at it that way. You know that. You are.
You know,
you are
is
my dude.
when you weren't around, I did have people message me, and from talking to some of the other guys that I have phone numbers with already.
Right.
With you not around for that couple of weeks before I started doing it, there's that void on Friday nights where people can't just pull up and get on camera like you normally did on Friday with you and Rundown.
Right.
So I'm like, fuck it, I'll start doing it. That's why I would check with you every week if you were going to be going away or not. Now I know you're just probably not going to be around unless you let me know ahead of time.
Right.
Friday
Right.
night. So until your season's over, then just let me know and we'll go back to the normal setup, which is fine with me.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, so I was hoping to fill that void of, like an open show for everybody, and it's worked. It's been a blast.
Absolutely.
I do plan on Saturday myself. I'm probably gonna have my son come on with me, but I plan on doing something once the combine starts on Saturday. I know, Jay, you
Yeah.
can do the show. I'm gonna try and
Yep.
do it like probably the tail end of when your show's about to end, because I don't want to step on toes, and I don't want to lose viewers to you, and don't want to steal any from you either. So that's why I don't normally do anything early on a
I try to
Saturday.
direct them to you. I try to direct them to you.
So I'll have that set up, and we'll pay attention to what's going on Saturday, because Saturday is going to be the big day. I mean, that's
Saturday is a big day. The quarterbacks, running backs, receivers.
Absolutely.
I mean, I may pop on during the day tomorrow and during the day on Friday during the other stuff, and just whoever's on.
I'm going to call Nate when the linebackers come out.
Oh, that's all I got planned. What about you, Nate? Anything?
Yeah, I mean, just tomorrow, we're gonna help run with his first mock draft. I know he's been wanting to do that, so that's tomorrow on the Raider on Raiders Coast to Coast. Cannot speak for whatever reason. But yeah, I mean, that's really it. That's what's going on for me. Yeah.
Jay, you got Saturday, right, bro?
I got Saturday, so I got big things coming. So really quick before I announce what I'm doing this week, I made a poll, asked everybody who would you draft at number 6 if we were to get Stafford. So basic Graham, Will Johnson, Shadur Sanders, or Will Campbell. 56% still said Shadur Sanders.
Oh, I didn't vote yet. Hang on.
I have 4 accounts. I can vote
It
still.
don't matter.
It
It don't matter. They
It
gonna
don't.
choose the outcome. 33% Will Mason Graham. 11 Will Johnson. Will Campbell, none. Damn, poor Will Campbell. They're not. People say
The nation wants.
they don't want a lineman, offensive lineman.
You know what it is? Because linemen aren't like sexy picks. You know what I mean?
6 is a little
It's
high
terrible.
for Campbell, to be honest.
Dude, if you can get an
I don't know. I don't
if
think
you
so.
can get a
I think
tackle
he's
that's
a
gonna
staple.
play for
Yeah.
years at 6.
Yeah. That
you
is
take it. Ah,
it. Think about it. It guards your centerpiece. It guards your centerpiece for even if it's 5 years, it's worth it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But like, if you put
Now
it
it
in
changed.
comparison with like last year's draft, Joel was what, 5? Do you think
Yeah.
Will Campbell is Joel? I don't think he's Joel.
even if he's a step below him. I mean, you got to remember, man, Joe Alt's his pedigree is dumb. His dad's a Hall of Famer. His dad's dad was probably Hall of Fame.
That's true.
Like, yeah, that's different. You can't really
Charles
use
only
him.
gonna get better, bro. He's only
Exactly. You can't use him as an
I'm
example.
sorry, that was a
That's
no-brainer
unfair.
pick for them. I mean, that guy's a fucking beast.
Yeah, that's unfair.
He's a
That's
beast.
unfair.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Alt is a monster.
Just Raider Baby podcast.
There you go.
Yes.
Got to write it down
Thank
too
you.
now.
Gotta write it down. Just Raiders, baby. Even that, I'll take that. Just went out.
I put the I did just put the link in the chat too. It's the Booster Club store that we have set up now.
Yeah.
I don't get any of that money. That does not come to me. That is all for the club. So
Bingo.
if anybody wants to go in there and wants one of these spiffy hats or the winter hats,
Me and Nathan have the beanies.
The beanies.
Yeah.
The beanies. Because of
and
the,
I just called them yesterday and they added the challenge coins to that. So the challenge coins
Oh,
are now
dope.
on that.
What does the coin have?
It's got that on the front,
Oh, okay.
and they're pretty thick too. I mean, it's a thick.
Yeah, that is a thick
You
one.
said okay.
And then on the back, it's our 20th anniversary for the
That's
club.
dope.
That's cool.
That's hard.
That's
That
cool.
is dope.
That's,
That's
yeah.
hard.
And it comes with this nifty little plastic case, so it doesn't get
Not
all
the
scratched
plastic
up.
casing too. Oh, my.
Got the plastic casing too. There you go. For sure.
So those are on there now too. So
Make sure you guys go check those out.
Gotcha.
I got so this week I might probably do something tomorrow early before you guys do your coast to coast.
What time?
I'm not sure. Probably like around, but 4:30 your time.
Let me know. Hit me up. I might join you
Yeah.
after I watch the big boys run.
Okay. All right, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
What
just want
time-
to get off
do you
for
know
like
what
a
time
little
it
bit.
Sorry, go ahead.
For what hold on, I'll tell you right now.
At 12, right?
One second, please.
I was gonna say let's do a watch party.
They start at 3 Eastern.
Till 12,
So
yeah.
that's 12 of you guys, yeah. 1 o'clock. I'm gonna be working.
I'm down to do a watch party if you don't mind me eating my lunch while we're doing it.
What day is this?
Yeah.
What day is
Tomorrow.
this?
Tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
yeah, I was definitely planning on going on tomorrow for the start of it for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm down.
If I get some dead time, I can probably try to jump in here.
Yeah. You gotta make
Because
sure
I'm
you get
working
the
from
time.
home. I'm working from
Yeah,
home
yeah.
because of the baby, so I can probably sneak in while I'm working.
All right, big dog.
Yeah, but tomorrow I might jump
I'm
on
glad
for a
that I
little
stayed
bit
awake.
around 4:30 Pacific. Probably pop-up show, so make sure you guys turn on notifications. Saturday is a big day. Good Morning Raiders. That is a guest show. I do have Chris from Protect the Shield podcast on. He will be my guest. We'll be chopping
You got
it
that
up.
diva to come on your show?
I who met up Mr. Mark at the tavern. So yeah, I got him on Saturday. So make sure it's gonna be a real great show. This is something we've been wanting to do for a while, and I'm able to get Chris to get
That's
on
cool.
the show.
That's good.
So
That's good.
that's gonna be a good thing. The following week, this is the thing. Big show. It's looked like a big show developing. So make sure you guys turn on notifications. Got a really good special guest. Not gonna name it.
Who's
I
bigger
won't
than
even tell you
Chris?
guys. Bigger than Chris.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
Bigger
on.
than Chris. I'm gonna just give you guys a little teaser. They attended that CTE dinner the other night. So
Oh,
yeah,
the Black Pool people. Okay. All right.
yeah. So, but there's more on top of that. So not just that, but we got more something really special cooking for next.
That's cool. That's cool. I'm glad.
Yes,
Oh, one thing I did. You're now talking about the Black Hole. You're good. The dude who come on my show on Mondays, the veteran, the Black Hole chapter guy, the veteran guy.
military
He's gonna start coming on weekly. So
Oh,
we're gonna
cool.
do like this veteran thing where because we're both veterans, do a thing, and he's gonna come on our show. So if
That's
y'all
dope.
really like him, his name is James. If you're a veteran out there, you want to just have somewhere to go chat, look up the Black Hole military chapter, and you can always join on his page. And he's very open, very willing to engage with you in any Raider conversations and shit like that. So I was very happy about that too, because that's a really cool thing for the veterans. And if you serve, you know it's hard to be able to sit and watch the combine and sit and watch the Raider pressers and things of that nature. So it was really cool for him to be able. He's going to come
So
out.
he's going to be a regular on your Monday show, you saying?
Yeah, he's going to start being a regular on Monday show. Yeah.
Dope.
Nice.
Yeah.
You guys
You
think
gotta
I got
have him
some
now,
weird
bro.
fucking takes?
Huh?
I said, you
You
guys
gotta
think I
have
got
him.
some weird takes on shit? Holy crap!
I don't know. I know a guy from New England who has some pretty crazy ones.
Oh, yeah. Like sign Tom Brady.
Right? What up, Raider Paul? What's going on, brother? Raiders. What's
All
going
in
on?
the building.
All right, y'all. Take it easy. I appreciate y'all coming through.
Yes.
Turf. So
Yes, sir.
glad to
Thanks,
see
Turf.
you again, my dude. Yes.
Appreciate y'all for having me, man. This was
Hey,
a blast,
anytime,
as
big guy.
always.
No, I told him this morning.
We
Turf was
appreciate it.
looking for
Thank
a
you.
spot. They all said say less. I was like, all right, cool.
Thank you for gracing us with your presence today. We definitely
Yes,
appreciate it.
sir. It's
Yes,
always
sir.
a pleasure. It's a privilege. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. Thank you.
Peace.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Peace.